Keep watching if you regularly struggle with knowing exactly what to say to your clients, be it on social media or a bulk message that you want to share, some digital marketing, or maybe even a newsletter or an email that you want to send out. This video is especially for you, where I'm going to talk about 3 mistakes that most agents make and why they struggle to know what to say. If you don't know me yet, I'm Leandre from Propcon, and what inspired this video was recently I sent out a quick questionnaire to all of our users asking for some feedback on training. And as always, the feedback is so interesting because just when I think we've got it all figured out, all of you throw us some curveballs on some of the things that you still struggle with. One question was, what specific topic do you need more help with? And the common theme that was available on most of the answers was, I'm battling with social media. I'm battling with bulk communication, knowing what to say. When I need to send a newsletter, I'm not sure what to write about. When it comes to digital marketing and even my personal brand, I don't know what to say. So this video is made with some tips that I went through myself in order to know who my target market is. Number 1 mistake is you don't know your target market. So it's very important to know exactly who you are called to serve. It could be a specific geographical area. It could be a specific estate. It could be elderly people looking for homes in retirement resorts, or young families looking to buy their new house. Even investors. Maybe you are not really cut out for the emotional roller coaster of working with residential homes. You much rather work in commercial or work with an investor who's looking for investment properties. Knowing who you are called to serve is going to be the key for you to know who you are speaking to. And if you know who you are speaking to and you know what is important to them, the content that you share is the last link in the chain. A book that really blew my mind when it came to this topic is a book called The Go-Giver. It is a concept where you go out with the idea of how can I serve, what can I give my clients that is much more valuable than what they are paying me in monetary value. This Go-Giver book will really help you to establish your niche market and ask yourself what valuable info you can share with them at the right time that they are looking for it, and end up through that really catering to your clients. It will definitely help you just to be more inspired to create targeted content instead of still feeling lost and not being sure who you are speaking to and what you should say. Now, if you are strapped for time and you don't have the luxury of hours to read a whole book, I want to introduce you to an app that has really changed my life. It's called Blinkist. I'm going to quickly show you what it looks like. So this is Blinkist. They have a free trial that you can test. And this is the book that I'm speaking of. Instead of reading through the whole book, you can read a summary of 12 minutes. And there is an audio version as well. And in Blinkist, there's also many other non-fictional books. Business type books, personal growth, business growth books. And reading these books, having these shorter versions that will give you new, fresh ideas is definitely the breeding ground for being able to create the right type of content. The second mistake ties up with content where you are not original enough. If you are still offering obligation-free valuations, it's something that every agent does. You want to figure out who it is that you're speaking to and exactly what it is that they want so that your content can be targeted towards them. almost like what I did with the questionnaire, to ask you what you need. And your answers definitely blew my mind, because I thought I knew what you needed, and the content showed that there were certain aspects that is still not delved into enough. So knowing your target market, thinking of original ideas, asking yourself what it is they want. And if you need more help on that, there is a YouTube video on our channel where I talk about your client journey and where you can work towards targeted marketing for your clients when you know who you are speaking to. And then the last mistake number 3, is fear of failure. Fear is real. And if you don't battle with fear of failure, perhaps you battle with a close cousin, which is that perfectionist paralysis. You want everything to be perfect before you take action. And look, even sitting here recording this video, there's always this sense of fear and anxiety in me. But I have to push myself through that, because there are even just 1 or 2 of you watching this that need this message and that needs me to push through the discomfort in order to be able to serve you better. So know that the fear is real. It is there. And fear of rejection, or fear of what people think, or even fear of somebody being rude to you, the propensity is there. But you can decide, do you make it yours, or do you just let it be their own opinion and keep on sharing your message that only you can share? So understand that the fear and the discomfort is real. You're going to have to try new stuff. And with failing, for me, it is always, I only fail if I stop trying. And whenever I try something, I look at the feedback, and I have the feedback determine what my next step would be. So failing at certain things is usually just figuring out how not to do something in order to figure out how it gets done. And in closing, we watched a documentary recently about Elon Musk with SpaceX. It took them 4 tries to figure out how to put a rocket in orbit, and the amount of money that he had to invest in that, knowing that they will most likely fail, just kind of gives me that fire in my belly, that having that mindset of not having fear for failure, but having that fear be a lesson that you learn and that you know how to do things differently next time, is truly the thing that's going to make you be forward thinking. I also remind myself regularly that ideas are cheap, and that the idea that I have is most likely given to many other people. In your case, many other estate agents might have the exact same idea. But who is going to be the one that's taking the action, that is actually putting themselves out there, and that is actually trying something new? So all of you, I'm really excited to work on some new content around the topics that you asked for. For you to stay on top of it all, I want to show you exactly where you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, because then you will get an automatic notification when new videos are released, and we also share it for you in Propcon. So for YouTube, just hop in, look up Propcon, click on subscribe, and click on the bell so that you can get notified of new videos. In Propcon, there is many other videos that you can catch up on. So in the help section, there is a section called Winning Workflows. Over there is some really short recipes. All of my soul mandate strategies are listed here. And I also designed some infographics, some pages that you can just print out and stick to a wall, certain steps that you can follow on specific topics. Another section to look out for is the webinars tab, where this is where recording of old webinars are kept. One of the most popular ones is this one about WhatsApp Business, where we talk about WhatsApp Business, why you should have WhatsApp Business, and how to download it or convert from your regular WhatsApp to WhatsApp Business. And the last one is When you see these 3 stars, it means there is new information created, new tools in Propcon for you to take note of. So regularly have a look at this, scroll through the list, and your mind might be blown at some of the short tips and tricks that you could pick up here, or some extra marketing ideas that is listed here for you. So that's it for this short video. I hope you really enjoyed these the tips that I gave. 3 mistakes again, just to recap. You have to define a specific target market. Figure out, number 2, what information they want so that you can come up with original ideas, value-added original ideas. And number 3, take hold of those fresh new ideas that you have. Take action, even though it feels very scary, and just try, send it out there and see what happens. What's the worst that could happen? Somebody might have an opinion or be rude and you just let it go, or you get fresh new business coming your way. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.